Teyvat at this point is a huge world, filled with many different regions. But what if there was only one? What if, say, I were to lock myself inside just one region, Sumeru, in order to see just how much content there is to be found within it? But here's the catch. I can only do this with a traveller to my name. That's right, no other characters allowed. Starting off at level 2, with nothing but a dull blade to her name, and stuck within the borders of Sumeru, she will need to build herself up from ground level, surviving the harsh climate of the jungle, until finally, we make it far enough to face off against the 3 legendary beasts of Sumeru. Now of course, we need to lay out those sweet and juicy rules. We can't leave Sumeru, that's a given. We can wish, but obviously we can only use swords. And of course, traveller only. This challenge is about seeing just how much there is to do and how far we can push ourselves with our limited resources to see what playstyles and builds we can come up with. And we've got 2 simple goals for this run. Reach AR 15 and defeat the legendary beasts. As soon as that map opens up and we arrive in Sumeru, the challenge officially starts. This is a long one, so strap in, remember your seatbelts, grab your popcorn and join me on this ride as we attempt to answer the question, can you play Genshin Impact without leaving Sumeru? And after making quick work of the tutorial, with all of that out of the way, we were in Sumeru. Everyone, say hi to Radish. Aptly named because, well, do you see where we are for this challenge? And there goes our first chest. I know, I'm sorry, I have to do it. This hurts me more than it hurts you. So, now's the time where we should probably put a plan in place. Since as soon as you pass that invisible Liyue barrier line, it's like the difficulty spike goes whoop. Oh, you want treasure hoarders? Hilichurls? Nah. How about we give you a million ruin enemies and flying mushrooms that will not only be hard to kill because of elements, but also because they love to fly right up into the air where you can't hit them. Oh, also did I mention? Yeah, the enemies outlevel us by a mile. Right now, our main focus is survival. Finding the nearest civilization and extorting them for all they're worth in the hopes we can up Radish's game just enough that we can explore Sumeru at large and venture outside of the cities and towns. The first area we'll want to focus on is Avidia Forest. Think of it like the beginner's area of Sumeru. This area has all we'll need to kickstart our journey so we can delve further into Sumeru. And I know just what I'm doing first.
Yesterday, a total of 5 dusk birds flew by.
Cool. Now I won't go through every NPC dialogue reward just for brevity's sake, but needless to say, dialogue rewards can be very lucrative, especially early on when we have nothing to our name. Even more so when it's a dog giving you roses. That's the most adorable thing ever. Once we finished up what we were doing at the village, we made our way for the city. And I think that's our first Dendroculus. Yeah, there's no way we're dealing with enemies yet. And there she is. Damn, that's a really long standoff. How's she managing to just keep them in place like that? The question is, do we help her? Or more to the point, can we help her? Yeah, but Paimon, what if I don't want to? Can I not? This is gonna take forever. Yeah, I don't think this is possible at this current point in time with Radish's being only level 2. She'll be fine. You got this, Rana. Just keep them busy in the meantime. She's just gonna be stuck there forever until I come back. Could you say, in a samsara? Get it?
Oh, brother!
Look at her. She's still going at it. After leaving Rana in the dust, we head for the safety of the city walls. Sumeru City has plenty of stuff to help us reach our eventual demise. Goal. Extortion. Chests. Stealing, loot, food, quests, you name it. All we'll need to kickstart our journey to delve further into the region. Give me all your loot. Yes, I did just threaten a guard. And guess what? It worked. Nice. And now we turn to the thieving portion. Stealing fruit from the stalls of these hardworking, everyday people. And we also picked up all our adventure rank rewards.
Makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, that was so funny. I have no idea what he was laughing at. We said hi to Lambad. We only purchased the most important recipes. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to do a lot of ingredient collecting. It just so happens as well that the cafe just up the road has the perfect recipes for this run. Now of course, foraging and cooking are definitely a priority on our list. But first... And after our extortion of the NPCs, we managed to get Radish to level 17, and that's just from things we got from the city. Next on our shopping list was collecting all the chests.
In my opinion, Jude's is the best stall in the whole business.
Do you mind? I'm trying to watch her dance.
A reward on the road.
No way.
A reward on the road.
Okay, we just had to wait for this guy to show up. No, not you! Yeah, this guy, so we can get some more adventure XP. Oh, so close. Just one more level and we'll be level 20.
Is this an answer from this world?
You know what? Yes. Yes it is. Will you stop talking now every time I open a chest?
Is this a reward on the road?
Nope, you're not even on the road, you're in the water. This might be the only dendro piece we get, unfortunately. I don't know how likely it is that we'll get another. Definitely not from the domain, because... Where is this chest meant to be? Oh. Are you kidding me? Second time's the charm.
Is this?
Now, if you watched my road only video, you would know that there was this one chest in Sumeru City that really taunted me. Why do you mock me? But today, I win. We can finally pick it up after all this time. Okay, hopefully we can get a decent goblet because I think this might be the most annoying one. There is no way we got that lucky. Let's just hope this hasn't got rid of all of our luck for this run. After obtaining all the chests in the city, we're gonna want to set our sights on the big ones.
A reward on the road.
Shh! We're in a library. Wait, we actually just committed daylight robbery. We just stole a student's money. Are we actually the bad guys in this story?
I'll keep this close.
Nice. It says the chest should be somewhere right around... No, I swear, it's something about this tree. It's very confusing with all its branch things. Having done all that we could within the city, we left its comforts behind, heading into the wide jungle.
Scatter!
What? Radish needs to eat. Just run straight past. Just look straight ahead, don't look back, Radish. And just as a temporary reprieve, we made a quick stop at the palace. Am I a genius or am I a genius? Serving its purpose more or less as well, allowing us to gather any other supplies we can, and finally getting us to level 20. With a Harbinger of Dawn to boot. I got really lucky getting that Harbinger of Dawn, to be honest, because otherwise I would have been waiting until AR 10, and who knows if I could have even made it that far with just a silver sword. Now, the loot and scoop plan only works for so long, however, until eventually we're gonna need to confront the thing that's been staring us right in the face since we arrived in Sumeru. That's right, we're gonna tackle the Aranara quest. And with Rana here to help guide us toward the Aranara, we were off. Okay, you can have the last hit, Rana. Really? Are we clearing out the withering zones from the kindness of our heart? Psst, no. But helping Rana means getting those rewards from the Aranara and that big radish thing, which I think is pretty neat. Fresh air. Ah, wait up, Rana. Oh, we good. Oh, hold up. I need to run again for a sec. Welcome to Vimara Village, Radish. Yeah, how do you know my name, Alfonso? Looking awfully suspicious there. I know who you are. He is living his best life, phased into the wall. I wish I could do that. After our withering training arc and beating up the alligators with Rana.
Must have been the wind.
Rana, are you actually gonna do anything? Oh my god. She's joking, right? It's nice to have a chance to do something. What do you mean? You just stood there and watched me. Only one thing stood in our way of getting to the Aranara. Collect firewood. She's really having us do even the most simple tasks. Do I have any stamina food? Nope. You know what? It doesn't even matter. It's not like we face any consequences for drowning anyway. We're all living in a samsara. Everything gets reset. A perpetual time loop with no end or beginning. Is this even the real Teyvat? Or are we all just dreaming? Is this the real Radish? Or a fake one? We'll never know. Ah, my biggest enemy. A campfire. Haha, wow, that's crazy. How'd that happen? Is Natlan out already? Okay, hear me out though. I did try to get the Hilichurls from the nearby camp to light it, but they wouldn't come anywhere near. So instead, I pushed my game forward a few patches and used Pyro Traveler. And we had just one more thing we needed to do before we could reach the Aranara. Defeat these Fatui and save the child. Oh my, this guy is destroying me. Why are we in such a tight, narrow space? That's making it infinitely harder. This was when I realized that we were in fact severely underprepared for the challenges ahead of us.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this.
What level were they? And what were their stats? Yeah, Radish was gonna have to seriously up her game if she wanted to go head to head with stronger enemies. Our main goal at this point was to improve Radish's survivability while trying to level AR at the same time, and that's where the Statue of the Seven comes in. Worshipping the Dendroarchon and offering Oculus to the Statue of Seven would greatly help our cause. And so we set off, Rana's sacrifice weighing heavily on our minds. The easiest route first was to head for Port Ormos, gathering any Oculus along the way, and then picking up the chests at the port itself. With Port Ormos stripped of its resources, we then focused on unlocking the whole map and collecting any more Oculus. Yes. Smart words. I am smart. Yes, I concur. But have you ever considered—
A reward on the road.
But oh my god, that scared me way more than it should have. Just gonna take a wide berth. Don't mind me. The jungle is fully unlocked. Just ignore those other bits. They're cheating. As it turns out, there was something pretty important that I had forgot to do back in Mondstadt, so we made an exception just to quickly go and get the Adventurer's Handbook. As we started to get more of a feel for Sumeru, now was the time to stick our head out and start testing the waters. And don't worry, there's plenty of friendly and willing people, along the way to help fund our artifact and XP grind, and make offerings to the Dendroarchon. Hello? Camera? Hello? Now this is another thing to mention as well. In terms of trying to adapt certain playstyles to this run, many fights involved specific maneuvering and strategy in order to place the enemies in just the right position. You know, charge attack here so we can get them all huddled up super cozy like, to then be able to unleash Radish's E. And in a way it made the fights more satisfying. Like every move needs to be thought out and calculated in a way so that we don't die. I forgot that these chests don't give any rewards apart from furniture. Bro is literally floating backwards. Oh my god, are a single one of these not filled with enemies? Oh great, now I've got the whole jungle chasing after me. Ah! Hi, and welcome to my YouTube apology. I am incredibly sorry to anyone that had to witness that. From the bottom of my heart, I apologise. So anyway, moving on.
Another test subject.
Classic treasure hoarder. You guys ready to go on a ride? And see again, this is what I mean. Using environmental damage against enemies is so satisfying and can help make up for damage in certain situations. During our explorations, we also came across this man. His name is— remember him, he'll be important later on. Oh. I think you need to get your feet checked out by a doctor. I don't think that's normal. Now they've phased through the mountain. After witnessing the blood-curdling cries and screams of our enemies, the Dendroarchon had listened to our prayers and leveled up the statue to 2.
Stop!
After this, we went all out, in the hopes that we could get the statue to level 3 with just the jungle Oculus. This tiger has just been running around in circles. Ah! Okay, I think we got away. Oh my— where'd this guy come from? This game is actually just jump scaring me. Is this a horror game? Oh, I didn't know you were chill like that though. Are you aware that your friend just tried to kill me? I'm just gonna exit that situation. Oh, is a ladder our next enemy now, Radish? What, you can't climb a ladder? Sumeru's forests are home to some of the deadliest creatures, the Electro and Geolawachal. Here, We see a standoff between the alphas of two territories, their packs ready to pounce. Come with me to get a closer look. Oh, too close, turn the camera off. When you accidentally start a mushroom cult, they're still cute though somehow. Creepy, but cute. Okay, this one is really satisfying. Oh, that's embarrassing. I did not know you could just walk into them. I mean, you get the idea at this point, so I won't bore you with the rest of the completely legal looting of the local population's possessions. Oh, that's a tongue twister and a half, isn't it? There we go. Those are some easily obtainable rewards that will definitely have helped our progress. Food. Now I can hear your perplexed look, but just bear with me a sec. Food is equally as important for this run. The right kind of food could be the difference between life and death even. Stamina food is helpful not just in exploration, but in enemy situations too. Since we only have the base stamina bar, it's really important to stay stocked up on these, and I recommend the Pardisara pudding, as Sumeru is ripe with roses and Pardisara is all over. Of all the recipes obtainable in Sumeru, curry shrimp is a relatively cheap option compared to the others, as most of the ingredients are readily available from vendors. After cooking some food and taking Lambad supplies, we decided to once again try and tackle those pesky Fatui. Right, we've got that good food this time. Why does this always end up happening? Enemies always end up getting into the weirdest spots. But that fight was surprisingly easy this time. I have no idea how I survived this fight though. Just look at this absolute chaos. But one by one we managed to whittle them down. We quickly took the child back and then went back to try and save Rana, and well... oh, she's dead. Just vegetable. I love the picture I'm getting of Traveler just frothing at the mouth like, can we eat it, Paimon? Can we? So basically, the Aranara told us to go to Vanarana if we want to save Rana, so they have it. With the Rana part out of the way, we were off to finally make some much needed progress on this run, as we were now part of an exclusive members only club. You know, I think the name really sold it. That's why the Aranara are like, yeah, she's cool, she's allowed in, let's do this. For the rewards. I mean, for Rana, yeah, for Rana as well. We'd done a fair amount of work to get up to this point, but this is where it would finally start paying off. Okay, you ready for the performance of a lifetime? We really got to show off to the Aranara here to get in their good books, you know? Work of art. Okay, go, go, go. The Aranara tasks went smoothly aside from that stupid whopper flower one. Yeah, actually it was dangerous. I came so close to death. Stop! This should count as bullying. But it was a sacrifice I was willing to make if it meant unlocking the Vanarana and gaining access to the tree. You see, getting the Tree of Dreams nets us a sword billet, something that would have otherwise been impossible for us to obtain here. And the best part about this? We already have the recipe for the sapwood blade. Now we are truly one step closer to becoming unstoppable, that not even the Withering nor these ruin guards would dare oppose us. Maybe an Aranara with a goatee could though. That is certainly something to behold. Nice, AR-10. Okay, so we're at level 2 Onion and we need level 4 for the billet, so that's our new goal on the list. And just a cheeky little wish, if you will.
Hello, I'm Yao Yao, a lowly disciple of the Adeptus Streetwear Rambler. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you encounter
Are you sure you're not the Streetwear Rambler?
One day later.
Oh, she's still going. She is still going. You know, if there was such thing as a Yapathon, she would win by a mile.
Make you a shredded radish salad if you want.
Now we've still got a few quests that are available for this run. Unfortunately, most don't show up for players like us who have locked ourselves immediately into the Sumeru vicinity. Even Static Views, a quest you would think would be completable, is blocked by this single chest that requires entering the chasm. And sure, you could argue, well, maybe this part of the chasm counts as Sumeru territory, but it means entering a different world space, which for this run we aren't allowing. But we'll still gather up what we can along the way. So we've been told that in order to hold the festival, we need to get all the Aranara back home, which requires completing a whole load of Aranara quests. A quick stop just to get the prototype rancor from Catherine. And first, we needed to cook some Aranara. What's that? Oh, cook with them. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I was really looking forward to some vegetable stew though.
You've arrived at your destination.
Is that some delicious vegetable being cooked over yonder? I'm sorry, I have not been reading anything that Aranara has been saying. I just can't stop looking at its head. Okay, number one, how does that bowl even stay on its head? And two, how does that top bit work? It's just a tails situation all over again. Like, how do they fly? I get the feeling we're going to be coming across a lot of ruin enemies for this run. And done. The sacred shroom. Oh, sorry, I just bopped you with my sword. Look at it, it's such a happy little guy. On to the next one. Help, literally why are they taking food from an unattended pot? Like, the number one rule of forest survival. Don't take random food just lying around in the middle of Archon knows where. Okay, this one is even worse. How is that pot of stew, I can only assume, not burning through its head? It just reminds me of those old cartoons where they would have steam coming out of their heads. Where are all these plants getting so much Mora from? This whole questline is just fetch questing, so... Having finished the fetch quests, we made our way back to Aranara to bring this arc to a close. You know, I'm still just gonna put it out there, if you're looking for food for the festival, Aranara is still an option, just saying. With our cooking arc complete, now it was time for... Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I realised that I haven't even filled you in on the Aranara loop for all of you uninitiated World Quest nerds. Yeah, I'm looking at you. But basically, the gist of this arc is... Rana is affected by the withering, and we need to enlist the help of the Aranara, these giant cabbage fairies that live in the forest, to save her. To do this, they need to hold a festival which requires a bija, and to do that, we need to bring back the Aranara that are still in the forest. Oh, you want the short version? Power of friendship? With Genshin's version of cooking mama out of the way, the next step was to head back toward what I like to call the tutorial region. Oh, sorry, wrong game. Anyway, completing this questline would mean getting the gadget that would be useful for a lot of puzzles around Sumeru. The first Aranara checkpoint went smoothly. How are we supposed to take you seriously, Radish, when you're given huge Kirby with a knife vibes? Oh boy, I should have gotten rid of those mushrooms beforehand. Oh, that was easy. Not the mushroom! She's getting away! Yeah, just hold up one sec, just gotta get this chest. Yeah, she's definitely gone by now. Don't worry, she actually can't be gone, she's an NPC, therefore she has no free will of her own. You know, I think violence is always the answer. PSA, I do not think this, violence is never the answer. But the second Aranara quest? You'll see soon enough. I mean, the mushrooms I can handle just fine by now. You guys might want to hurry up, I'm getting beaten up off screen. What's that? I can't hear you over all this noise. We had completed the first half of this quest and made our way to the flower. I'm just gonna run away from that. I think it was Sun Tzu that said, run away from your enemies at all cost. We got the first two barriers unlocked. When I ended up running straight past these ruin guards until I realised the last flower I needed was in the chest. But the first attempt did not go so well, so I decided to recuperate for a second and give it another go. You know what, physical damage is just not gonna cut it, but maybe if I can get them over to the water. Now what I had decided to do wasn't a bad idea on paper. The idea was to get those elemental reactions going by luring them over to the water, and it was going well for the most part. I just didn't position myself well enough to prevent this kind of attack. Why did I run in that direction? Either way, we decided to take a rain check on that for now, to try and build up Radish's power level some more so we can get our revenge. So yeah, apparently the rain is broken or something, like, it looks just fine to me. Yeah, leave all the work to us again as usual. What if I try and knock this mushroom off the ledge? How did it not die from that? And now it's reset. That's one down. Now we just need to recruit the rest of our party members. Wait, this is just 3 mushrooms guarding this chest. That's super easy loot. Transition. The golden Nara is just like a Tevat fried egg. Hell yeah, I want to become a seed. Sounds like the life. There's a big robot, but I think we can just run past it. Every enemy is optional in this run. The next one... Okay, no, but come on. They literally have a whole escort quest where you get an Aranara following you around, and we still can't have one as a pet. This is a super dangerous quest. I mean mission, so we need to be really sneaky. Oh god, my allergies, I'm gonna...
A reward on
What?
the road.
My all ran away. And done. Nice. Oh my god, no, don't hurt the Aranara. Right, we gotta defeat a load of ruin guards. I'm sorry, how many ruin guards are down here? So I think this one was mostly super easy because we had the Aranara helping us, compared to the other ruin guard situation. This is it. We are gathered here today to remember... Oh, with all the Aranara helped, we could finally try and fix this rain for good and get rid of the withering, which meant going inside this big tree thing. Yoink. Oh god, as if one wasn't enough, my allergies are gonna go crazy in here. Is this guy for real? It just will not come down. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. Right, just position myself. There you go. Not so tough now, are you? Now, if I've learned anything on this journey, it's to pick and choose your fights, and so I chose to run away from all of them, eventually cornering the big mushroom for good this time. Rain quest complete. Now, I think it's time, don't you? Time for our revenge. A quick artifact update though. Okay, proceed. It's time to face down this ruin grader and show him who's boss.
Oh my god! What is that?
What? You've got to be kidding me. What is that? Oh what, there just happens to be a tiny hole that I fall down into. So not cool, Hoyoverse. Well, it's just a good thing I positioned myself better this time. Okay, we just gotta aim for the weak points. Ooh, easy dodge. Ooh, nice. I don't know what happened to make it do that, but I'll take it. And then just keep running around it. Not too long ago, Radish arrived at level 2 with nothing to her name. Today, that would change. Look how far we've come. Overcoming insurmountable odds to reign supreme, that she can stand even her ground against ruin graders. What a time to be alive. Okay, I know we're not done yet, but just give me this win, would you? But now we actually get to finish this questline for good. Something seems a bit off about this flower. I can't quite put my finger on it. Well, we might be about to drown here. Paimon? You're still there? We made it! There was just one last thing to do to finish this all up. I'm not a doofus. Oh, not today, thank you. I've got other things to be doing. Oh, you know, technically, according to in-game law, Lumine is actually a really proficient bow user, so this is allowed, and what I say goes. No, but I did try to find a way to do this puzzle with Just Traveler, but as far as I'm aware, there's no possible way of doing it. We picked up the flower and made our way to the final boss, to clear up the withering in this region for good, so that it's no longer stinky. The light! So, how hard do you think this zone is going to be on a scale of 0 to impossible? Killing enemies by pushing them in the water, the only acceptable method. So far, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. Needs more spectres.
A reward on the roof.
Final boss time.
Scatter.
Yeah, you heard her, right? Go on, scatter. They're not scattering. Yes, 2 down. Oh, come on, so close. Huh. Oh, you're kidding. I have to get rid of the small ones too? Whew, and done. Just 2 more levels to go. What? No! I know we've only known each other for 3 seconds, but I'll never forget you guys, okay? Friendship. Power. Power is more important than friendship. Okay, bye! On our journey toward ultimate power, we had managed to complete quite a few Aranara quests at this point. Getting further and further toward that AR-15 mark, we proceeded toward the next quest. But first, before going into the domain, as we were so close to getting that sapwood blade, we switched up our course a bit. We did just a bit more chest grinding so we could get enough sigils to level up the tree. And finally get this sword. Oh, I'll save you, little guy. Oh, you know what? He's fine, he's fine.
Oh, holy radish, onion, whatever you are, bestow upon me your divine rewards.
Yes, we finally got it. Now that we had the hard part out of the way, all that was left was the ore grinding. Luckily, Sumeru is ripe with trunk nodes, and we're gonna want to get our hands on those. So we focused on the area most ripe with them, around here. Can I help you guys? This is my ore. Yeah, get your own. Unfortunately, once again, Dawei himself has dashed our hopes and dreams, and we've had to use Amber in this domain. And well, I think at this point, we should talk about the elephant in the room. There are multiple stops throughout the Aranara questline where these dendrogram are essential to progressing forward, so I think at the end of the day, we're gonna have to make exceptions for them, as the Aranara questline is such an important aspect of Sumeru that I think it's fine if it allows us to progress further. And so, we press on. Now the first one, honestly fairly easy. As for the second quest, what is that sludge I'm standing in? Yeah, I really love squeezing my boat through these tight spaces, Hoyo. Oh my god, there is way too much going on here right now. Guys, please. Time out. I said time out.
A reward on the road.
This domain went in much the same way, aside from this guy right here. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't out-cheese the cheese master. I'm on my way to the final one for this quest, but this is yet another area on the map that just bugs me to no end. No teleport waypoints and incredibly annoying to get to. I swear to god, if I die during this quest and have to climb all the way back up. Okay, this is a bit scary. Oh wait, no, this is fine. I just need to get them into the water and look at that. It's doing my job for me. Okay, that's not even a fair death. Just look at my ping when this happens. My internet literally peaced out for a second. Oh my god. Anyway, you know the drill. Done! Radish was starting to really taste that power. Just one more Aranara quest and we were home dry. That AR-15 firmly within our grasp. And I think by now you kind of get the point, right? So I'll take you quickly through this one. Big robot, blue Aranara. Researcher researching robot. Wait, researcher researching robot. Did it. Old man, Radish's incredible music skills. Bravo, what a performance. I'm just glad I could be here to see it. This Sincerely. Now, see here, what Hoyu intended to be done was to play the game correctly, whatever that means, using Electro on the mushroom to bounce higher, but this time I get to outplay them. By climbing this pillar and jumping down, I did in fact not play the game the way Hoyu intended. Continuing on, Withering, inside Big Robot, elevator music. Some rando trying to steal our research? Kind of rude, really. What is that? What is he doing? Oh, no. No, thank you. Was that it? Pathetic. Aren't you guys meant to be tougher than that? Big robot smash? Oh, and, AR-15. We immediately had to make a run for Catherine. Catherine, am I glad to see you? We of course made an exception in order to level up Radish as well. There's literally no way to obtain her mats in Sumeru. You see, Inazuma has a shop where you can buy mats from other regions, but there's no such way in Sumeru. We were now able to stand our ground against Sumeru's toughest enemies. The Radish who once would have drowned in knee-high water, who would have gotten a beating from a single hillagel, was no longer. Now, we are a force to be reckoned with. After taking care of the fundamentals, we were ready. Wait, the crocodile one should be right here. Yeah, as it turns out, I had already defeated this one just in passing, without even realizing. But surely the other two are more difficult, right? I was not expecting that. That was way too easy. Do you remember this guy? Remember him. He'll be important later on. Yeah, he's the one that gave us the quest to kill them in the first place. What do you have to say for yourself? You didn't tell me that they were super easy. You told me they were dangerous. You know, we need a challenge, a real one. Do you remember those Lawa Troll guys from our safari visit earlier? Now they will be a real challenge. Oh, you thought you could catch me out straight away? Joke's on you, I have this thing called an iframe. Okay, we just need to keep dodging their attacks and running them around in circles. Oh okay, he's put down his little electro shards. This actually might work in our favour. This electro lava troll should be pretty easy. Oh, I could have avoided that, but it's fine. How come this one isn't being affected by the electro? Oh no, almost died there. I just need to get this Geo one affected by an element as well. Oh, there we go, they've both got fire on them as well. This might just work. Just keep applying Dendro. Oh no, they're cornering me. Ah! Oh my god, that was close. I could have got trapped there. And I didn't even have to deal the final blow. Whew, it was looking a bit sketchy at the end there, but we did it. Let it be known that from today on, Radish is the most powerful Nara in all of Sumeru.
A reward on the road.
Yes, it is, Radish. Yes, it is. Now, I think it's important to ask ourselves, what really made this run special? Was it the friends and memories we made along the way? No, it was building our way to the top and showing those bosses, well, who's boss? And I know we didn't cover all of Sumeru, but this region is way too large to get done in just a single video. But Radish will be back one day, Sumeru. Just you wait. What happened to Rana, you ask? Who?